Hey guys, today we're going to do a video on fiber optics and lighting. I am installing lighting in the cockpit of the Sandcrawler. So top and bottom pieces here, and you basically go like that. So there's a very small opening there to see anything. In my previous build, I came to realize I had a whole bunch of fiber optics on the console here, and because of how small this is, you can't see them at all. But you can see the fiber optics against this wall really well. So I've already pre-drilled all these holes for the fiber optics, and I pre-drilled the lighting for this will shine up onto the roof and it'll give it a good illumination. We're going to use warm white which is, I always like warm white best because it's kind of relaxing. And then we're going to add some cool light into this as well, which is daylight, to give it sort of a, the computer console kind of color in the cockpit as well. How I pre-drill these, so these I did a normal drill with a correct size drill bit for my LEDs. We're using 3mm LEDs. They are pre-wired, and I bought these on Amazon. You can get packs like these for like $10. They're pre-wired. You don't have to solder anything. You don't have to do anything other than attach your light source, your power source to this side. I bought a whole bunch of these. You can get 3mm, you can get any size you want really, but I use a lot of 3mm and a lot of 5mm. There's no 5mm in here. But there will be 5mm when we do this fiber optics. So, some wires. How I pre-drilled all these little holes, the little tiny holes there for the fiber optics, is I bought this $20 miniature kit off Amazon. It comes with a bunch of different sized bits. I also bought some extra ones because they break sometimes. This is great for getting into little small places, like on there, like on angles and tight like that, whereas this is big and bulky and really hard to get in. So that's just for bigger holes. So yeah, what I did then is I also pre-cut a bunch of fiber optics, which is, I bought this is like 200 meters of plastic fiber optic cable wire. It's really just plastic, and I pre-cut them to like a foot length. We'll stick them in, we'll glue them in, and then once we get them set in place, then we'll just, if they're not the same length, then we'll just line them up and cut them. So let's just start with basic how to do fiber optics. Okay, so you have your LED, right? And you take a piece, I use a heat shrink. Okay, cut a little piece of heat shrink, just a little piece like this, and then I will slide it on the end here, not all the way, just about that deep. Okay, and then I'll use my heat gun and heat it on to just right at the end of the bulb. It's hot, so it's hard to hold on to sometimes. But you just want to do the end, just so it tightens onto the LED. That's good enough. See it tightened on the LED? Okay, so you can get any kind of light, any color you like. We have warm white, cool light. I have red, blinking red, and I think I spent like $30, maybe $40 for a pack with a whole bunch of different colors. We're using 9 to 12 volt. You can use any power source between, you know, either 9 or 12 volts you would like. But there's like a whole bunch of different colors in here. So once we have this, okay, and we have all of these put into here, what you do then is you just, like I said, you cut them all to the same length, right? And you really just, it's so simple. It really is. It's just putting them inside there. And a lot of people glue them with like Elmer's glue, or like you can use this, it's like Elmer's glue. It's a white PCA glue, PVA glue, and this is faster. But I am an electrician, and I don't know, the glue just takes too long for me. And I don't like standing here holding it. And so what I'll do is I'll just take a piece of electrical tape, and just tape it and keep it in place so that it doesn't move. This electrical tape is pretty strong. And then tape it onto there, and it'll stay. I haven't had any come out. I mean, if you pull it hard enough, it'll come out, but like I'm pulling them in, they're staying in pretty good. So that's how you do fiber optics. It's pretty simple. I mean, even if you're not an electrician, it's really simple. All right, so I'm gonna put a bunch of these in all these little holes, and glue them. And what I wasn't doing in the beginning, and then found other people were doing it, just makes a whole lot more sense, is once I put them in, I'll glue them from behind. Okay, put a little dab of this PVA glue on the back so it stays in place. Let it dry. This takes 5 minutes to dry, and then use a very, I don't have the tool with me right now. Where is it? A spruce cutter. Oh, this thing's a baby. This baby's awesome. You can just once it's glued and in place, leave it out a little bit, and you just snip it as tight as close as you can, and then it'll light up. It's real close. It's really all you gotta do. So I'm gonna glue all these up, put all the wires in, glue them up. It takes a little bit of time. It's kind of boring to watch, but you know, you just put them in and then put a little dab of glue, let them sit for 5 minutes, and then they'll stay in place. And also with the fiber optics. And when I get that finished, I'll come back and I'll show you the end result. And I'll show you a real quick and easy way to put all these wires together, and no soldering, all you need is, I'll show you them. All right.